What up, YouTube? I'm just gonna go over some of my collection here with everyone. I noticed people are posting pictures and videos and shit like that. I figured I'd do a little quick video here of my collection and give a little backstory on where I got all this stuff. So I'm gonna start off with this puppy here. This guy here, everyone walks into the house and figures, what kind of system is that, they say. So, well, this isn't a system, it's actually a box for my Super Nintendo games. So I picked that up at a garage sale a while back for about 10 bucks. Obviously didn't come with all the games, but that's what I got in there. This thing doesn't focus very well, there we go. Take a quick little glance. And in the back, I like my fighters, so. We got Final Fight back there, Street Fighter 2 Alpha, Street Fighter 2, Street Fighter, Turtles Tournament Fighters, all that good stuff. Bust-A-Move, which I think is an amazing game. That's pretty out of focus, but get the gist of it. Just let people know, pretty much all my collection here didn't cost me a penny. There's a quick little trick, I'm sure a lot of people know about it now. It's like buy in big lots. That's what I do, at least. You get some stuff that you want for your collection, you sell the rest off, and it usually doesn't even cost you a dime because you get all your money back from selling the rest of the stuff off. I don't have a huge collection like some people, but I only keep what I want. Like I say, I don't need a Little Samson, which is a shitty game in my opinion. I just don't need it. So here we got, this is a really cool one here. Picked up this puppy, Cool World. Half price actually at last year's gaming convention. So I got that for 10 bucks with the box, the game. No manual, unfortunately. This guy I got at a garage sale about 2 weeks ago. Mortal Kombat 2. It's complete, it's got all the paperwork in there. I don't think you're going to find a better game in better shape. There's not a ding on this thing. Yeah, that thing is pretty mint. Then I got all the systems, you know, the GameCube. We got the Neo Geo down there. Of course, it's not the real Neo Geo because I don't have one of those and I don't have 500 bucks to spend on one. What else we got there? I got the PS2, which very underrated system, but I love that puppy. That sucker's awesome, man. As soon as I hooked all the setup up, I was playing Parappa the Rappa 2 on that thing. Okay, over here we got the Nintendo, got the Super Nintendo 64, and in the bottom we got a Saturn. We go underneath the TV here, I got my Wii, of course, and the Sega Genesis and the Sega CD down in there. So, I'll go over a few little games here with you. Don't have a huge Nintendo collection, but this is pretty much what I got here. So, some decent ones in there. Felix the Cat here. Now that's a good puppy. I picked that up in a big lot for, I think I paid about 300 bucks for the lot, but there was about 80 games in it. So that one was in there with the manual. I kept that one. We got Gunsmoke, great game if you can find Gunsmoke. That's an amazing game, I love that game. And it's fairly cheap too, you can usually find it for about 15-20 bucks. They got all the Contras, you know your basic stuff. You go down in here, you got your Mick Kids, Kung Fu, take a look in the back there. You know, some really good games in there. You got Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, that's a must for any collector. Of course, your Mega Man 2, Gumshoe, Monster Party, another good game. I really like that one. It's so bloody dark in here though, hopefully this video is gonna turn out. We go down here, okay. Oh, Bust-A-Move 2 for 64. Another great game. I love that game. Got a couple more Super Nintendos up here. So let's see here. Just some basic stuff. Of course, we got Super Bonk. Got the box for that puppy too up there. Again, in another big lot I bought. And if we go down here, my best friend in the world, Jason Voorhees. Gotta love that. I've had that one for quite a few years now. And then get into a couple little hidden treasures here that I personally love. Okay, so just to take all that stuff out of the box. Well, I guess while we're down here, I got a couple Sega CD games in there as well. You know, just some nothing too special. I've got Sonic CD. I actually got a double Sonic CD, so I'm going to be putting one of those up for sale. Again, there's a couple GameCube, or Sega Saturn, pardon me, games down here as well. Nothing too good. We got a couple shooters, Virtual Fighter, Corpse Killer. I think Corpse Killer is a pretty good game. And if we take a look over here, we got Mega Man 5. That puppy's in one of those nice clear cases. I love these things. I gotta buy some on the internet. They're pretty cheap if you get them from the States, the case itself. I think pay about 75 cents a piece, and shipping's about 10 bucks. Got Gargoyles Quest 2 there. Now this one, I love this game. If you can still find it out there, it was made by Retro Zone, Retro USB. Splatterhouse. It's the first Splatterhouse that was made. Out in Japan. I can't pronounce the actual wording of it in Japanese, but whatever, it's Splatterhouse, the first one. This game is friggin' amazing. I picked it up through Retro USB, I think for about 50 bucks, and worth every penny I spent. So definitely, if you're a fan of Splatterhouse, that is up there. One of my favorite Nintendo games. Might be thinking, what's in these pink bags here? See if I can get them out here. Another Retro USB one I bought here, Pirate Booty. Now, I've had this for a little while too. I think they discontinued this one. Along with Splatterhouse, they discontinued that as well. This has Bubble Bath Babes, Hot Slots, a bunch of Parisian games. I forget what the other two are on there. Peekaboo Poker, I believe it was, one of them. And some other game, but again, amazing. I think this was 60 bucks. Well worth the money, because I'm not going to go out there and dish out $2,000 for no Bubble Bath Babes or whatever. Again, Retro USB one more time. I did buy a couple games off these guys. Excuse me, make a fucking mess. This one here, this is their Christmas one. They do this every year. They start producing them, I think, in November-ish. They're only out for a month. You can only buy these for a month. So this is the 8-Bit Christmas 2013. I picked that puppy up last year. It's actually pretty fun. It's like a Space Invaders. I think they're around 42 bucks. Can't go wrong with 42 bucks. You get a little Christmas card with it and everything too, so whatever. But it's a fun game. It's a really good game too. So you can look for the 2014 version, I guess, come this November. It'll be up for sale. Again, they're really limited, so you gotta grab them right away when they're up for sale. Okay, here. Sorry about the choppy work here. What else we got here? Now here, this is one of my favorites. We got Mr. Gimmick. You know, after watching Pat the NES Punk do his little spiel on this, I had to get me a copy of this. I picked it up in the States from, I forget who the hell was producing these at the time, but I got one of those puppies, reproduction obviously, because it was never released here in Canada, or in North America I should say. But that game, awesome game. Now, there's a couple in Winnipeg, if you can find them. It's worth grabbing one. I mean, I wouldn't spend more than 100 bucks on one, but you know, you can find them if you're lucky for around 100 bucks, I think. When they pop up, you gotta grab them fast because they sell pretty quick. I got Turtles 3, great game. Don't ask me why these are in cases, I have nothing in a specific order. Attack of the Killer Tomatoes, just because I love that old B movie. Bubble Bobble, which everybody, probably has that. Maniac Mansion, again, a game I played as a kid. Label's destroyed on this one, but played as a kid, loved that game when I was a kid. We got Hogan's Alley in there with a manual. Maxi 15, which I think is a great game. I mean, it's got Chiller on it alone. That alone is worth that cartridge. Also got one of the sealed copies up here on top of my Nintendo. So one down here is the one I play. That one up there is for display. I actually picked up these Maxi 15s. Not this one, a buddy of mine gave me this one. We did a trade a few years back for this, because he had 2 copies. And turns out the sealed one that I got up here, some guy was selling these here in Winnipeg. He had tons of them. The story was his uncle passed away, he found a big box in the guy's attic, full of these things. There was a lot with the yellow box on it. He was asking, I think, 50 bucks a piece for them, so again, I buy lots, I sell a bunch, turns out my games end up being free. So I think I bought 4 of these off the guy. I gave him like 160 bucks for 4 of them. I sold the other 3, I think, at 100 bucks a piece, so I actually made money, and I kept this one for myself. I didn't unfortunately keep the ones in the yellow box, which is pretty interesting because if you have a yellow box copy, take a look at the back, and the box art itself was made right here in Winnipeg, Manitoba. So that's a little piece of tidbit information for you. Okay, so if we go back down here to the collection, we got, of course, Nightmare on Elm Street, because Freddy Krueger's awesome. I still think he should have cut Jason's ass in that movie. Okay, come over here, we kind of briefly look through here. We got some of the GameCube games, Wind Waker, Walker, Whacker. I think he's a fucking whacker, that's what he is. Got all the Mario parties, Luigi's Mansion. Luigi's Mansion, great game. Great game. If you don't own it, I suggest going to get it. That game is amazing. Hard as shit, though. Go down here. I'm not going to rip through everything because I don't want to make this too long. Splatterhouse 2. Splatterhouse 3. Those ones are awesome. I love these games. Courtesy of a great guy out here, I forget your name now, hooked me up with the box manual for this. I picked up the loose copy for about 45 bucks. I already had this one. I actually picked up 2 of these together for $100, so again, sold one I think for 75 bucks, kept this one for myself. This one, again, the guy hooked me up with the box manual, so I'm very happy about that, just for a couple trades. Out of This World. Now, if you guys haven't played this game, go get this game. It's a great game. You can get it on Super Nintendo, you can get it on, it's on a bunch of systems. But that's a fun game. Again, a real hard game. Sunset Riders, amazing game as well. I haven't played the Super Nintendo version. I prefer to have the Super Nintendo version because this one only has, I think, 4 or 5 levels. Super Nintendo version has 8 levels. So I'd like to get the Super Nintendo version as well. Toe Jam and Earl, of course, one of my favorites. It's probably one of the most expensive games I bought. I think I paid about 40 bucks for that fucker. And, you know, I don't like dishing out that much money if I don't have to for a game. But again, it was boxed. There's no manual, but still boxed. I got a couple other puppies up there in the back. There's some as well, but nothing too good to show off. Okay, and down here we got my sealed Miss Pac-Man on Atari. A couple games I just picked up, actually. Fighter Evolution, I wanted that one. So I picked all these up. Contra, Neo Contra, eh. Played through it the other day. It took me like 20 minutes to beat the game. And here, that's my little PS2 collection. Again, I like my Street Fighter stuff, so I got a lot of Street Fighter stuff in there. And I can tell you, this puppy right here, that's what started it all off for me. That's what started my collecting. I picked this one up back, let's say in 2004, 2005, in there somewhere. A little store in Grand Forks, actually. They had this, it was called FYE. I don't think it's in business anymore. Or at least it's not in Grand Forks anymore. GameStop just opened, and FYE had, I believe it was about 5 copies of this sealed. And it was $24.99, I believe. So the brand new, $24.99. Again, this is about 10 years ago. And so I picked a copy up because I love my Street Fighter stuff. And at the time, there was no PS3, there was no Street Fighter 4 out, so this was the game to have. I get home, I'm surfing eBay, and I find out this game, sealed, is selling for like 200, 300 bucks at the time. You can get a lot cheaper now, but at the time, this was the game to get, and it was costing a pretty penny. So we drove back down to Grand Forks about a month later, walking to FYE, and they still had, I think, 3 copies of this left. Still $24.99. GameStop's just down the mall as well. So I walk into GameStop and I see one of these sitting on a shelf at GameStop. Used, open copy, you know. I think it had the manual and everything, but just an open, loose copy like this. And so I actually asked the guy, stupid me, I said to the guy at GameStop, I says, well, why the hell are you guys selling your loose copy for $100 and FYE has 3 sealed copies, brand new, for $24.99 down the mall? Well, lo and behold, I went back later that day into FYE and all those copies were gone. So obviously, somebody at GameStop ran over there as soon as I said that and snatched them all up, obviously. So yeah, we got a couple other in there. Final Fight Streetwise, I gotta say, this is a good one. If you haven't played this one, that's totally wicked, and you can actually unlock all the old Final Fight games as well. That's a good one. One of the best Leisure Suit Larry games, in my opinion, on a system. Way better than the PS3, PS4 ones. Parappa the Rappa 2, again, I love these friggin' games. All my PlayStation 1 games are upstairs, so I'll maybe do a little quick video of that afterwards. Okay, and what else we got here? Yeah, one of my big favorite gems here is actually in the Nintendo. And this puppy has a story behind it. Oh, we got Chiller over here too. Again, this puppy might be up for sale eventually, because I do have Maxi 15, so I'm not trying to collect every game out there. I just collect what I like to play. So hence the small collection. In here though, we've got, of course, the game I probably paid the least amount of money for. That's probably worth the most amount of money in my collection.
Make your selection now.
So we got Action 52. Yeah, it's again, it's actual copy Action 52. Amazing game. That's her there. Funny story behind this is I bought a big lot of Nintendo stuff at a garage sale. Again, this is probably 7 years ago, I'd say. Guy had 2 systems, a bunch of games in a box. He was asking $10. I actually looked at it, I hummed and hawed, and I walked away. This is before the big craze came up about collecting games and everything. People were still collecting, but not as crazy as today. So I looked at it, I hummed and hummed. We went to a couple other garage sales, and I figured, I went back. I think I offered the guy $7 for the box. So I bought the box for $7. I came home, hooked up a Nintendo, pulled out Super Mario Duck Hunt, threw the rest of the shit in the closet. Excuse me. Yeah, so all this was sitting in a closet for, shit, probably 2 years. One day, you know, I started looking through at eBay again, and I thought, you know what, I had a day off, I was bored. Pulled that old box out, and I said, oh, what's in this box? Because there was a bunch of games in there. Pretty much just a bunch of rare stuff. Say like, you know, there wasn't even a McKids in there. It was all Super Mario Brothers, and stuff like that. And so then I pull this Action 52 out, and again, I thought it was a piece of shit. I'm like, what the hell is this? You know, you never seen one of these before. You think, what the hell is this clear, crappy cartridge? You can see through it. There's some stupid pictures on the front. You know, I'm sure if you can make those pictures out, but it looks like crap. So I looked it up on eBay at the time, and it was selling for around $150. I mean, nowadays you're looking at around $300 for one of these. And so I put it on Kijiji. This is when Kijiji very first started. It wasn't very big, so threw it on there for $100. Got a whole bunch of emails saying it was a fake and this and that. Not sure who those people were, but well, I'm laughing at them now because I'm not selling that cartridge anymore. Kind of glad I didn't let it go for $100 back then. I'm sure if someone would have offered me 80, I probably would have took it at the time. So that's pretty much my collection there. We can go over here. I do have a few things over here. We got the Sega Master System under there. I hooked it up to one of these old puppy TVs because you can't use a light gun on those new fuckers. So a couple of these suckers. I picked up one of those carts, which are popping up all over the city now for some strange reason. Got my Street Fighter shit all in that box. I'm just waiting for a place to put it. I gotta buy a shelving unit or something. And yeah, well, there's that big fucker. This thing is fucking huge. Not sure if you can tell by the size of the chair. It's one of those huge Papasan chairs. That thing's massive. Nothing to do with gaming, but it's fucking cool. It's gonna be out on my lawn on Halloween. So if anyone fucking steals it, I know it's one of you sons of bitches that watch this video. Again, in that little box there, that is from Club Nintendo. You sign up, you get points in any games that for like Wii or something like that. I guess just Wii or Wii U now these days. There's codes inside, so you enter those codes, you accumulate points, and you get little prizes at the end of the year. They're starting to get shittier. This year is like a downloadable code for a stupid game or something. This puppy here, though, I'm not even gonna open it. It's a statue of Mario and Princess Peach and all that stuff. It's actually really nice. A really nice statue. So I think that's about it. Nothing really else I can show you around here. But again, there's I got a fair collection here, I think. Pretty much just games I like to play. I'm still looking for Bucky O'Hare. So if anyone out there has a Bucky O'Hare they want to sell me, I'm not looking to spend more than 40, maybe 45 bucks on it. But I wouldn't mind putting that in my collection as well, Bucky O'Hare on NES. Again, Chiller might be up for sale eventually. And that's about it. So you guys all take care. And fuck tomatoes. Oh wait, I actually lied. I do have a little bit more I can show you guys. Did forget to show you over here. We got this is a box of crap, you know, we barely use it, but it's a power pad. Got a couple controllers, you know, some rare controllers in there. This one, I love this game. Not retro, but if you guys are a fan of puzzle games and shit like that, Catherine. I bought the Love Is Over edition. Never opened it. It was shipped in this box. Hopefully the way pricing games is going up, that thing will be worth 500 bucks one day. Yeah, and I got obviously the challenge set up there, boxed, in really good shape. That puppy's not going anywhere. And I'll take you upstairs. I'll show you some of my PS1 collection, because I got some pretty good PS1 gems in there. Okay, so we'll start with these puppies here. This is pretty much all my Street Fighter stuff for PlayStation 1. As you can see, I'm a bit of a Street Fighter fan. So, yeah, I do have I got 2 EX plus alphas there, strictly because one is a Fighter's Choice edition, which has a white front cover. I can pull them out here and show you guys. So I can get them out of here without breaking shit. Yeah, so one is the white cover, one is the black cover, so being a Street Fighter nerd, I kept both of them. So again, yeah, got all my Street Fighter stuff up here. This one here, let me see. This one, if anyone actually has the artwork for this, Street Fighter Alpha 1, very first one, I need the artwork for that one. I don't have any artwork, it's just in a plain case. So I'm missing that. Genesis, Famicom. This game, which actually, I don't know, I think it kind of sucks, but still in there. This puppy. Gotta love that one. Mighty Final Fight. Now that's a game, I love this game too. That is probably one of my favorite games. It's in definitely my top 10 favorite games for Nintendo. It's a little pricey, but if you're a fan of fighting games, oh, what the hell is this doing there? Also got the Street Fighter movie there. I'm a bit of a Street Fighter nut, as you can see. That bank there, sealed. That thing is amazing. I've never seen any, even just searching the internet. So I don't even know what that thing is worth. Hey, I got a bunch of Street Fighter crap up there. And I can go show you the rest of my PS1 games. Okay, I got fucking games all over the house here. I'm still fixing up the basement, so eventually I'll have the entire gaming room set up. I just started it a couple weeks ago, so kind of procrastinating. So PS1 here, we got Resident Evil. Again, I'm missing the artwork for this. If someone has the long box for this puppy, I'll buy it off them. Cause I just got a loose copy. This is not the director's cut. That's the original Resident Evil. It's probably the most expensive of the three, to be honest, according to price charting anyways. Yeah, we got Resident Evil 3, Metal Slug. Again, a big thank you to the same guy that hooked me up with the Splatterhouse 3 case and manual. He hooked me up with this as well. I was looking for this, and courtesy of the retro gaming site, he's seen in my post, and he hooked me up with this game for a decent price. I think like 20 bucks. Quicks, if you guys remember the old arcade game, I think it was called Volfied. Amazing game. Quicks, this is a cheap game too. You can get it. I think I seen a new copy on eBay the other day for like $8, sealed still, and shipping was only like $5 or $6. So for under 20 bucks, you can get a sealed copy of this. But this is a really fun game. The only shitty part is you can't save your progress in it. Silent Hill, got that puppy. Game of Life, which is fun, you know. I don't know why that's in there, but I got that too. Resident Evil 2. Intelligent Cube, great game. I seen somebody actually had a copy. They might be selling, I'm not sure. But if you can get a hold of this, again, if you like puzzle games, something like Catherine on PS3 or something, I can't really compare it to that. But again, it's kind of like a puzzle game. I thought it was a really fun game. Probably one of the, probably the first game I ever played on PlayStation when I first bought my first PlayStation 1. I think I remember renting this game. I loved it so much, and who knew it was going to be worth about 50, 60 bucks down the road, if not a little bit more. Tony Hawk Pro Skater, Clock Tower. This game, amazing. I'm actually ordered a reproduction cart for Super Nintendo as well, of Clock Tower on Super Nintendo. So I can't wait till that comes. That should be coming in the mail probably in the next week or two. But this is a good game. It's just a point and click. Big guy with scissors trying to kill you. You just got to run and hide from him, point and click. Really good game though. Lammy Jammy, I guess I could call that a sequel to Parappa the Rappa. It's actually not that good in my opinion. Music sucks. Tenshu, just because I used to play it a lot. We got some Mortal Kombat Sub-Zero, Parasite Eve. This one I like. The second one, I had the second one, but I sold it off because I did not like the second one. But that's just my opinion, some people do. And Parappa the Rappa, of course. Kick Punch, it's all in the mind. That game's fucking cool. Fun game. The second one's a hell of a lot easier than that one. And other than that, pretty much just got a bunch of PS3 and Wii shit. So, not sure if people want to look at that. Martian Panic, I picked that up on, thanks to the Facebook auction for $3. Came with a gun. Worth $3, I guess. I don't really highly recommend it though. Unless you can get it for $3. And I got a bunch of PS3 shit in here, which is a bunch of crap's gonna fall down. Dead Rising 2. If anyone plays that online, still let me know. Put something in the comments, because I still love playing that online, but it's hard to get 4 players all lined up now. And again, yeah, just some PS3 shit. But anyways, that's about it. Oh fuck, I'm dropping everything. Actually, one more quick shout out. This game here, Pinball Hall of Fame, the Williams Collection. If you can get this, it's on Wii, it's on Xbox. I picked this up with 2 other games, one of the Facebook auctions for about, I think $8 for the 3 games. And the girl delivered them too. But if you look this up, this game's actually worth quite a few dollars. I think this is selling for around $50. And it's actually a really, really fun pinball game. It's probably one of the best pinball games I've played, personally. But I highly recommend this one if you can find it. They're still pretty cheap out there. Again, I think I seen one on Wii for about $10 somewhere. Might have been on Kijiji, I'm not sure. But anyways, that's it for me. You guys all take care. Hopefully you enjoyed the collection and I didn't bore the shit out of you. Alright, peace.